So last time we did this React part and we were able to complete this location. So is everybody done with the location or you are getting any problem? Or location is uh, you are able to see the location.
I am finished the autocomplete part.
You are able to see the location in the console log here like this.
Oh, that one?
Yeah, you are able to see this one. When you select any location.
Oh, when selected?
Yeah.
Okay. I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, but I got a little bit of problem with the same as you. You type San Jose,
Right.
typing San Jose. Yes, and yeah, okay. The user interface is a little bit indent.
Okay, let me see.
Yeah, but that's not a big problem. Just the user interface is. Oh, you want me share it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. But
Okay, I think she's lost. So Tony, are you able to see this? Tony, are you able to see this? When you change
Yeah.
location?
Yes.
Okay. So now we will work more on this part today because last day we were not able to complete it. So let's go and see little bit more on of it. So if I go to app home component and here I have autocomplete part and here I have the arrow function. This is called arrow function. So let's talk about arrow function now. So generally I will write on below here just to explain you. Okay, 1 second. Let's see. Kate is logged out. Let her come in 1 minute. Maybe she's not able to connect. So give me 1 minute. Okay, allow. Hello, what happened? What happened, Kate? Kate, are you there? Kate? Okay, we'll start. She will come back and join anytime. So Tony, are you here, right? Okay. So generally, when we write a normal function in JavaScript, we write the function in the following way. We say generally function xyz, whatever name of the function we give, and then in the bracket we put anything inside the function. For example, console.log hello world. So if we want to convert this function into the arrow function is the function which we use in the ES6 version of JavaScript. And this normal function is in the ES5. Though we can use this function in ES6 also, but ES6 has a special function that is called arrow function. So how to convert this function into the arrow function? So if I want to convert this function into the arrow function, I will write allocate. Are you here? Okay, I will write this round bracket here. I will write this round bracket uh, and I say arrow, and then I start with the curly bracket which I see here.
I can hear you.
Now I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, so we are talking about arrow function. Arrow function is in the ES6 version of the JavaScript, and this is the normal function in the ES5. So normal function, how do we write the normal function? We write the normal function like the function and the function name, and we start with open bracket, close bracket, and we start with the curly bracket, and we put the console.log of hello world. And now if I want to convert this into arrow function, I will put this round bracket here, and then I will say arrow, and then I will put the curly bracket here like this, and inside that I will put same thing what I have put it here. So this is the ES5 version, and this is the ES6 version. It is called arrow function because we have the arrow between these two blocks. Let's take another example. If I have a function xyz2, and here if I have some parameter called as x1, x2, and let's say how to convert this into the arrow function. X1 is x1 and x2 is x2. So this is something we have in the normal function. Now if I want to convert this into arrow function, I will take this part, I'll put it here, and then I'll start with the arrow, and I'll start with the curly bracket, and inside the curly bracket I will put this part here. So the only difference between this arrow function and normal function is we don't have this part. We have directly this part, and only thing is we have any additional arrow here between these two blocks of the code. So this is the arrow function in ES6 version of the JavaScript. Now let's go to see how we are using arrow function. So here we have the curly bracket. That means I am trying to put JavaScript in it. Inside this curly bracket, I have the arrow function. Arrow function means I have the round bracket and the parameter and the round bracket close, and there is an arrow and there is a curly bracket, and inside that curly bracket I am writing this console.log of place. If I want to write same thing in the normal function, that is the ES5 version of the JavaScript, I would have written like this: function blah blah blah, any name I will give, and I can put the place here, and I will put a curly bracket, and here I can put a console.log place. So we have removed this part from the arrow function, and we are putting only the rest part. And this is called the arrow function. Now, whenever the user selects the city, we are inside this part. We are inside this part. So let's see which things we need it, which things we like it, and we will use that only. Because if I see the place one in the Chrome, we have lot of information. I don't need all this information. I need only some of the information from this whole chunk of the data. So let's see what information I need to save for my food donation project. So for example, I will create one object here. I will say var obj equal to just an object, and whatever things I need from the place, I will save it in the object variable. So for example, first thing I need is the city name. So let's see where is the city name. If I go to address components, okay, let's refresh this. Something is wrong. Let's save it. Okay, so let's put San Jose. And now if I go to address component, you will see address component has this San Jose here, Santa Clara County, California, United States. And sometimes it comes in the zero level, sometimes it comes in the different level. So I really cannot say zero level will be the city. So I need to manipulate that data a little bit, that I will show you later. Right now, I don't want to show you that one. Let's take this formatted address first, and we will save this formatted address. So I can say obj.formatted address is equal to place.formatted address. This is the one thing I'm saving. Next, go to geometry. Inside geometry, location. Inside location, we have latitude. So I will say obj.latitude is equal to place dot, to go to geometry. I will say place dot geometry dot location dot latitude, and latitude is a function. And then again I will say longitude, obj dot longitude lng, and it will be place dot geometry dot location dot lng. So right now I'm taking three values, and I will console.log of this object. Let's refresh it. Okay, console spelling is wrong. So now if I do San Jose, I get this object. It is in this object I have formatted address, that is the one which you see here. I have latitude and I have longitude. I need more details, but first you display this three information and then we will go more into more details. So just now create a var object here and try to fetch this information from the place and see if you are able to get the object similarly what I am getting here. Latitude, longitude, format address. We will go more into detail now once you are done with these three parts. So I'm opening it. Inside this curly bracket, you need to put these three lines of the code. I'm coming in 1 minute.
Now my search auto complete isn't working. Something went wrong. What did I mess up?
Sorry. Is it done?
Yeah,
Hello?
that's finished.
Yeah, is it done? This part?
Yeah, it works.
Okay. So now
Mine doesn't work.
doesn't work. So let's see what's the problem. Open the console.log. Okay, so you have that expired key only, the one which you are getting. Have you reverted the key or what? Can you try creating the new key? Or use the another key which we were using on that day?
Okay, I'll do that. That's develop.
Yeah, if you go to, let's see, what is the link?
API. Simple. How do I was working on this one. So I don't need this API.
Or you can search another location. I'll tell you. You can get it from there. So if you go to this link which I gave you in the chat. Yeah, go to that link and go down. Go down, go down. Yeah, click your API key. Click your API key, right. So now change the project name. Change the project name to API project. Yeah, get this one. Insert it. Yeah, this one was working on that. Just take the API key only. Rest everything should be the same. Or you take the whole then manipulate it. Put it in your index.html.
I think because I was messing with the Gmail API, I might have done something.
Right. Change it and delete the callback and also delete the async and defer. Yeah, ampersand in the end also. Delete the ampersand in the end. Yeah, try now. Yeah, now put. Yeah, now it's working. Let's see. Yeah, you are getting formatted address, latitude, longitude. Latitude is LAT. So just change that to LAT. So now I'm sharing my screen. Now we will see how to do the city, state, and other things. So if I go to this documentation where Google has placed, we will see some code here. So one of the code is this is called as okay. One of the code is address type is 1 second. Address type. So one of the code is this one, var component form and till end. So I will take this part. I will give you in the chat also. So this is the part, first part I will take it and I will put it in my code. This is little complex and this is only one time you have to work and same thing you have to repeat every time when you do the same thing. So just one time you have to see how I'm doing. No need to remember it. It's only something we are doing to get the details. So I will put this var here inside before my object. So first thing I put this before my object. Then second thing which I will do like this, I will go through this for loop. I will go through this for loop and then I will manipulate it. I don't need exactly all this is, I need to manipulate it. So first I will copy whole thing and then I will change it. So and then I will place this before the console.log of object. I will paste this for loop and I will try to manipulate it. So see how I'm manipulating it, just see it and then you can copy paste my direct code. So I am going through the for loop and I am trying to go through all the information inside the place. Inside the place I have the address component and I am looping through all the address components. So let's see what is the address component we are getting. If I put San Jose, okay, so I am never use. Okay, let's see. So inside the address component, let me refresh it. I will delete this part right now because it will not allow me to. So here I will put some, city. I will choose some city. Let's see. Okay, it's not taking 1 second. I will show you. I will select the Pleasanton. So I am actually looping through all the address components. This is the address component. We have 0, 1, 2, 3 value. It may go more if I choose exact address. It varies. It changes. So based on the changes, if you see, if I go the first one, it is saying Pleasanton, and if I go into the types, in the types, 0th position is the locality. Locality means city. If I go to the second one, it is the Alameda County. And if I go to types, it's saying administrative area level 2. That means administrative area level 2 is the county. Then I go to the second one. In the second one, we have the California, but in general, it is a state. But according to the Google, it is administrative area level 1. Then I go to the third number. It is a country, but according to the Google, it is also country. So based on this information, we will loop through. So I am looping through the address component and then I am checking the type at the 0. I am checking the type at the 0th level. So at the 0th level, what is the type? This I am saving this as address type. So if I want to console.log address type, what is address type? I will see what address type is coming. If I refresh it now, let's say I will search now Pleasanton. You will see address type is locality, administrative area 2, administrative area 1, and country. So first is the locality. Locality is nothing but the city, and this administrative area level 2 is county, administrative area level 1 is the state, and country is the country. So we need this for information. So I'm looping through all the components and I'm getting the address type here for each of the array value. And then I'm checking whether I want long form, long name, or short name. This is a little complex. So I just try to understand it, don't need to remember kind of thing. Ultimately goal is that we are going through the address components. I'm trying to get this name. Let's take the, so sometimes if I want to take the short name, I can take the short name, and sometime I want long name, I can take the long name. So if you see city, short name, long name is both same, so we don't matter. County is same, we can take any name, either we can take long name or short name. For state, long name also, short name also. So here we have to differentiate if we want long name or we want short name. And then the country also, if you want short name or the long name. So here we have predefined that if it is street number, let's remove the street number. We don't need street number. We don't need routing. So we need locality. Locality is a city. For city, I want long name. Administrative area level 1. For the state, I want the short name. I will add one more, administrative area level 2, that is the county. For county, long name, short name are same, so it doesn't matter. I can take long name. And country, I want the long name, or I can take the short name also. So let's make the short name for the country. So this is the information I want to take. So what I'm doing, I'm looping through all the components, address components, and then I'm checking the component form of address type. Address type is this locality. So if I'm checking if it is a long name or the short name. If we have long name or short name, then I take the value. Value will be the place. Inside place we have address component. Inside address component we have the array key, and inside key we will take the long name or short name. So this component address type will be long name or short name. So the value will be based on this address type. If I say long name, it will take the long name, and if I take short name, it will take the short name. So let's print out the value. What value is getting? We are getting value is false, and address type is address type. And we will see what is this component address type. So I will say component address type is, you have to just observe what I am doing. No need to remember. I also don't remember it. I just got it from the Google. You just saw it. I took it. But since I know, I can manipulate it whenever I not want it. I don't remember this every time. So I take this variable where I want to make that if I want locality long name or short name, if I want state long name or short name, if I want county long name or short name, if I want country long name or short name. And then this part also I got it from the Google. Only thing I manipulated, I got this value, and I will try to manipulate this value. So I'm putting in the console.log what value I am getting it. Let's see what value I am getting. So no need to remember this thing because this is something given by Google. We need to just use this API of the Google. So if I say Pleasanton, so you will see component address form is a long name. Address type is the locality. That means for the city, I take the long name and the value is Pleasanton. For the county, I am taking the long name and the value is Alameda County. For the state, I am taking the short name and value is CA. For the country, I am taking the short name and the value is US. So I need to save this all this information in my object. So what I will do, I will say object dot, instead of dot, I will put the rectangular bracket, and here I will put the address type. What is the address type? And I will say equal to wall value. I will remove this console.log. I don't need it. I put address type. What will be the address type? Address type will be either locality or this or this or this. And I know this one is the state and this one is the county. And this one is the city and this one is the country. So based on the mapping, I will be saving this only, but I know this is the state, this is the county, this is the city, and this is the country. Now let's see what will be the value in the object. If I type San Jose, so you will see my object will be having administrator level 1, that is a CA, administrator level 2 is the county, this is the country, this is the formatted address, this is the latitude, longitude, and locality. So I build my current object based on the information I need. So now you also put this information. I will give you again. Maybe delete the previous component form because that one was not which we wanted. We want only this 4 component form. And then I will give you the for loop. And this for loop also, I don't remember it. I just got it from the Google and just I manipulated it. I deleted the last line and I put my object to save it in my object, and then I did console.log. So if you don't remember, don't worry. You have to go to the Google, get the code, and you have to manipulate it here. So just let me know when you're done with this information and you're able to see correctly this object. Is it working, Kate?
Yes, working.
Okay. So we will use this information later on. Right now, only we just want to do console.log to see what is coming. But after few days when we will try to integrate with the backend, then we will use this information. Right now, we just want to keep it like this only. Now there is one problem in this code. Okay, Tony, I'm waiting for you. Let me first you finish. We will go ahead then.
I don't.
I can help you. I can help you. Let's see what's happening. Because first time you will need help, but later on you will be able to. Okay, let's see. Let's go to your code. So, okay, you put this component form correctly. You created this object, and this is correct. So after this for loop, you have to do console.log of obj so that we can see what is there in the obj. Yes. Yeah, yeah. All right. Yeah, just let's see, go there. It will refresh automatically. Wait. Yeah, now type anything. Yeah, it's okay. Any place is fine. Like the pleasant term. Okay, you cannot place the enter now. Don't press the enter. I will tell you what is the problem with the enter. Just select it from the mouse. Yeah. So now open this last one, last console.log. So you have all administrative level 1, 2, country, format address, latitude, longitude.
So that was the only reason I wasn't seeing it, is I didn't put the console log.
Okay, yeah, and you were pressing the enter. Now I will tell you what is the problem with the enter button and how we are going to fix it. So now let's see what happened. If I choose any city and instead of clicking using the mouse, if I press enter from the keyboard, you will see the page is refreshing. Okay, and it is refreshing, and now I'm not able to get the exact value. Why it is refreshing? Because of the Google API. Google might have done something that when you choose the form element, it should refresh the page. So it's a problem with the Google. So we will try to put some code in our code base to fix that, so that we should be able to fix the refresh part. So open your index.html page. Open your index.html page, and I will give you one code which will help us to avoid this form submission, which we don't need it. Okay, so now once you open this one, I will tell you what to put now inside it. So I will give you the code in the chat. You have to just put that code here, and after this, maybe after this last line, I will put this code in the. After we are loading all the JavaScript, I will put this code. So you also put this code after all the script, and I'm giving you in the chat. And if you are not able to receive properly, then let me know. I will email you, or I will commit it now. You can take it from my file. Let me commit this, and then you can get it from my file. Let me commit it. Okay, I committed it. Okay, I committed it. You can take it from my index.html page in the project, put donation. So, and now I have to do another one more change to make this work, because if you see, there is an address box kind of thing here. So I will go into my home.js, and I will give the class to this input box, the input box for the autocomplete, this autocomplete part. I will, in the class one, I will add one more class, that is the address box. Once I put this address box, then my code which is there in the index.html, it will not allow the form submission when we press enter from the Google search box. So just you have to put address box in this autocomplete, and then you have to put this code in the index.html. These two things you have to change, and then we will test it now. So let me refresh it. So now if I press San Jose and if I press enter from the keyboard, it's not refreshing the page. We are still here only. So it avoids the refreshment of the page. So just do these two changes. Just put address box here and just put these lines of the code which will prevent the form submission when user click enter from the keyboard. So you can get this code from my put donation index.html, and this one is simple. Just put the address box here. So this completes our autocomplete part today, and then it's working fine. Now this autocomplete part we will use it again and again in different pages like form submission, post, new post, and all. So just we have to remember this thing, that this is the changes which we did in the autocomplete. So let me know once you are done. This is all for today.